Hello everybody, Andrew Majewski here with Dental L Tutoring. In the video today, I want to talk to you guys about how to study from a textbook because there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. The wrong way will set you back. You will literally spend hours studying and it's just the wrong way, so you won't actually retain any of that information, and that's the worst thing you can possibly do. So I tell everybody, if you have not signed up for a tutoring program, you should, because we make it so much easier for you to study the right things. So that way you don't have to spend, let's just say, 8 hours studying, and 7 of those hours you kind of didn't spend the time studying properly, so you don't remember any of that information. So I actually don't tell people to study from a textbook because you might not be doing it the right way. But if you're going to, though, I want to tell you guys how to do it, and the answer may surprise you. So just take a textbook like this, a big, thick textbook. It could be dental hygiene, dental assisting, it doesn't matter, but a thick textbook. Don't start with the first page and start reading, and then the second page and then the third page. You will get quickly bored probably after half an hour. And you will go, okay, I can't do this. And then you will just not study at all. You might just not study for that entire day, and then you'll come back the next day and go, okay, where did I leave off? I left off on page 6. You're not even into any of the study material yet. So another wrong way to do it is to just kind of go for chapter 1, just start studying chapter 1. And I don't know if you guys have looked into this textbook yet, if you're a dental hygiene student, but it's not an easy read at all. I actually tell you guys, don't study for the board exam using this textbook. There's much easier ways to do it. It's a good textbook to have to quickly kind of research or to look up something, but definitely don't turn to a page and start studying, because you either study by reading everything over and over and over again, or you might study by highlighting. You might study from taking your own notes, but doing it from a textbook is not going to help you. But if you're really going to do it from the textbook, because that's kind of what the whole video is all about, what I want you to do is to literally go to the table of contents, whichever textbook it happens to be, and look at the different topics and the different chapters. Let's say you want to start with chapter 16. Start there. Read that entire chapter, and then that's it. And then if that maybe took you an hour, then go to another chapter and read the whole thing. Don't go in order, because if you go in order, after like 2 hours, you'll probably get done like 17 pages. And then you'll be looking at the rest of the textbook going, oh my God, I still have all of this to do. But if you just simply go by different chapters, say chapter 16, chapter 2, and chapter 7 on Monday, and then do chapter 13, chapter 1, chapter 20 on Tuesday, you're mixing it up every single time. And how you should study for a chapter, now this is different for everybody. If I was the one taking the board exam, I would actually read the entire chapter once and then read the entire chapter again, because for me, I pick up things better by reading it often. I never take notes. I never highlight. I shouldn't say never. I do highlight if I kind of know something's important and I just want to quickly glance at it afterwards, but that's the only time. If you guys spend the time writing out your own notes, you'll be rewriting the textbook basically. But if that's how you study better, then only write in your own notes what's really important. So then you might be wondering, well, what's really important? And that's where tutoring comes in. That's where my courses help you, is I pretty much took this entire textbook and other textbooks too. You guys have probably heard me say before, but it took me many, many years to develop my courses in the first place. And now I update them every 3 or 4 months anyway, but it's a lot easier to update a course than to write the entire thing. So it took me years. But I have literally taken, let's say, this textbook, page by page and wrote it in PowerPoints in a much easier to understand format. So chapter 17 could be, I don't know, 50 pages. Well, I take all of that and then I explain it and rewrite it in PowerPoint. So my pages might be 20 pages. Depending on what topic it is, of course, you might see a PowerPoint of 100 pages, and then you might see a PowerPoint of 20 pages. It really depends on those topics. And if you are to read my PowerPoints, don't think to read the whole PowerPoint in one day. Some PowerPoints are so large that you want to do it over a couple days, but that's where I make things easier for you, because I will actually let you know and give you an idea. I might say, well, module 1 might take you 2 days to study. So if it takes you 3 days, not the end of the world. But if it takes you a week, you know you are moving too slow. If it takes you 2 hours, then you're moving way too quickly. So I do kind of help you guys that way too. All of my courses are in modules, plus mock exam questions at the end to truly test your knowledge. But as I said before, if you want to study from a textbook, don't read it from page 1 on. Read different chapters and mix it up every single day. That will help you get the most from your textbook, because there are probably some of you guys out there who have only purchased textbook and that's how you want to study from. But remember, there's a right way to study from a textbook and the wrong way. The wrong way is to definitely just kind of go from page 1 and then the whole thing. That's impossible, you guys. You will be exhausted, and I can tell you, more importantly, you won't remember anything, and then you'll have to restudy everything again anyway. That's the worst thing to do, because you don't have time for that. You won't feel very confident taking the board exam, and did I mention you won't have time for that? You won't have time to read this whole thing and then study everything again. No way. So I hope this helped you guys. Let me know though, I'm kind of curious in your comments, how do you prefer to study? Do you like to study from a textbook and just kind of highlight? Do you like to read your own notes? Have you signed up for my tutoring program and those modules help you? Do you want to learn from modules? Mock exams, case studies, how do you like to study for the board exam? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.